Meanwhile, Cobb County Schools are getting another layer of security in the form of man's best friend. The superintendent just announced they're going to be using highly trained weapon-detecting canines. So Atlanta News First Sarah Hammond is live in Cobb County with the details. Tell us about it, Sarah.
Well, this announcement comes a month after a student here in Cobb County brought a gun into a middle school and then died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. But Superintendent Chris Ragsdale made this announcement and said this added layer of security is going to make a big difference in keeping weapons out of schools.
Here's K9 Dakota. And you can tell she's happy as always.
Dogs like this one will soon be the newest members of the Cobb County Public Schools security team.
It has been tough keeping this confidential.
Thursday night, Superintendent Chris Ragsdale announced the district will now use a group of highly trained canines known as vapor wake detectors. These dogs are specifically trained in Auburn, Alabama to continuously sample the air for concealed firearms and explosives and can track potential threats even while in motion.
The K9's oil factor is about 300 million when you're talking about sensors. The human oil factor is about 6 million. So in other words, K9 can literally sniff at a lower threshold at about 40 times more than a human.
And unlike the canines you might see working at the airport, students will be able to interact with these dogs as they do their job.
We want to scream from the mountaintops that we have these canines officers in use, and they are able to detect weapons.
According to Global Canine Protection Group, these vaporwake canines are already working in major universities, sports arenas, and even the United Nations. Ragsdale says while this new layer of security was not cheap, he believes these two new dogs added to their existing fleet of 3 canines will make all the difference for their students and staff.
We've got opportunities to utilize tools that we've never had access to before, and that's the direction that I believe we need to move in.
And Ragsdale emphasized that these canines are not meant to replace any of their already existing security measures, including a crisis alert system that staff has access to. And they're also still asking people, if you see or hear anything suspicious or know about any threats, to still report that to law enforcement. Live in Cobb County, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.